stuff there. All right, what's going on, guys? It is August 10th, and we just got a little bit of rain. Food plots are looking good. We're about 2 weeks ahead because we were able to plant them earlier than we normally do. And we got brassicas and everything up, established. And now I've got some post herbicide, and I just dumped in some fertilizer, foliar fertilizer. It's 50-50 slow release, and half of it's real active and is gonna be uptucked right into the plant right away. So we got her all in here. Just filling up the sprayer, and we're gonna go help out our food plots as best we can. So there we go. We got one idiot over there. You're an idiot. Shut off the water. All right, we're here at the first spot I'm gonna spray, give a little bit of a boost. Probably doesn't need it because when I seeded it, I put down some 2200, and we got a rain about 6 days later and have had rain every week since. But this is gonna be an experiment to see how tall I can get this rape to grow. It's seeded in here pretty thick, but should be well above kneecap, mid-thigh, maybe even belt. But we got the sunflowers down there. I don't know what it is about me and sunflowers, but these are the ones that the deer actually hammered. I can go give you a quick look at that. I can guarantee we'll have a video coming from probably about right here. Sit in a ground blind, and this is your view. Don't get much better than that. It's a little bit sandier, poorer soil, but still, those other ones are above my head tall. These ones were just annihilated. Planted the exact same way. There's just nothing left, but still pretty. We're gonna go get this little spot sprayed up. Pretty pumped about this. This is looking good. Looking real good. Alright, so this next spot is kind of a deep woods. I don't know, it's heavy ground, not far from where we just were, but deep woods. Just these deer come in here late morning. It's a spot every opening day I sit in that spot right there, and every opening morning I shoot a doe, or whoever I'm with shoots a doe. So you should recognize, if you watched any of our videos, should recognize that tree right now. We've shot deer over there, and most of the time we shoot them right down below us. And this is another thing you can do. This little transition spot, a little bit too rocky to till up. So I just, burned it down with Roundup. And when I came through, I spread clover right over. And look, there's seeds and sprouts just about as good as over there. You just can't see it as well coming through. This little seeds got through and found some dirt, and this will be good. Definitely gonna be top-notch spot. I mean, if a deer comes and is out here browsing, we can smoke it from the tree stand. I'm gonna spray this. Not gonna spray that clover because I think that'll do just fine. This has rape and it could probably benefit. So check the camera, spray this little spot, head on over to the next spot. Alright guys, we're here at the next spot, and a little bit of background. We got big alfalfa field. Woods, a lot of woods that way. And I mean, there's plenty of cover and habitat for deer. And one of their most favorite summer/fall forages, alfalfa. But last year the problem was we'd have all these deer, I mean 20, 30, 40, 50 deer. They come out from the woods, they make their way out here. And it's like, how do you shoot? Well, you can put a blind out here, but some might come close. A lot of times they just maneuver around it. So this year the attempt is, I'm gonna plant a little bit of a food, I planted a food plot right here. And hopefully the deer come out however they're gonna come out. Some come out down there, come out down this edge. And at least the first stopping point they hit will be this little food plot. Mini, very small, but I'm thinking should be pretty productive. Could even put a stand up in the power line. Joking, not going to, but doesn't have to pull in, you know, a big buck or anything, but this is a farm we really need to shoot some does on, so any little advantage we can have on these deer is gonna help. I think this should be the ticket. Check it. Check it. Bucks are already loving it. I mean, some people get all anal about bumping deer off a food plot or whatever, bumping deer off the field. I just saw the biggest buck I've seen so far this year. I'm not gonna say, I'm sure I got it on camera. It's gotta be, he's a 160 class deer. Just tines all over, wide tines mass. But you gotta do what you gotta do. I gotta get this stuff sprayed so that these deer can eat it. And it's August, it doesn't really matter. We're gonna get this sprayed and check that trail camera right there. I'm thinking it's gonna have some good stuff. Thinking it's gonna have some good stuff on it. Ooh, she's wet. We got the rainbow out there. Now if only my food plot was right under the rainbow. And there's a big buck standing in it. And I was sitting in the tree stand. And it was September 20th. That'd be just prime. That would just be prime. It's a double rainbow! It is! It's a double rainbow! Double rainbow. Don't get much better than that. Get off your computer, get out in the woods. This is what it's all about. By far the tallest rape I've got out of all the food plots we've been to so far. But it is definitely lacking some go-go juice. You can see that little hole. There's some stuff that's looking good, but a lot of this is like, feed me, feed me. It's got enough water, so this is a well-needed little nutritional goodness I gotta give these guys. But good little spot. Got a tree stand up there. I gotta hunt it on a cloudy night, because if it's sunny, they definitely peg ya. And a camera over there, and we got a lot of water standing around this year, so they still use the water hole, but not as much as like a drought year. But I got this spot and I got another spot down the woods, so we'll hammer these two out right quick. Check out this next little spot we got down here. Gotta go through the woods. We got what will probably be silage corn right up here. These deer, you see some trails. These deer love crossing. but sometimes they don't like to get all the way up to my food plot. So hopefully this year, with that looking so nice, they'll actually go devour it. Now we got a little clover stand way back here, and it's actually looking pretty decent. Pretty good. Used to be an old junkyard. The previous owners threw trash all over. I mean, there's look at some of the stands they got. Like, can you imagine how far can you even? You can't even see 20 feet in this jungle back here. You gotta get yourself in the air, but that's besides the point. It's gonna be a nice little spot. We got clover, and out in the middle I put a little bit of rape. Should be a prime time spot. Never had anything, I mean, this is all just berry brush and everything else. Got a trail. Goes down there, so they might come down from all their bedding and everything. Come sneak through here, and you can kind of see the silage way over there, or my other food plot where we just were. But this turned out pretty good. I mean, it's early. Still got another month till the season, and I'd be happy hunting over this just about right now. I'm sure they're in here. I see deer tracks. So this is definitely a success. Ace Ventura, pet detective. We got a trespasser. Look at this guy. If anyone knows that guy, call me, because we gotta send out a warrant for his arrest. What a goon. Alright, we're at another one of my favorite spots on the planet, and it's a spot I've been working on for many years. Normally have a blind sitting right here, and a big buck or 7 come out right there, just over to the left of the ranger by the little scrawny pine tree. They all come out right there, and they come out and feed. And then we got soybeans right here, and last year was corn, so it was a little iffy, but the year before, I mean, we're talking flocks of deer, waves, come out, feed through here, and go out in the soybeans. So I got a half-ass screen of corn going here. That corn is going to be chopped for silage. I got this screen, which it would have been good, but the sandhill cranes came and pecked every little seed I had planted, so I had to come back and plant it again. And it is what it is, it's whatever. But some things I've done this year, I got more apple trees down there. I've actually got an apple tree that I bought. It's like a 12-year-old apple tree that a guy dug up, and I was able to just transplant it over here. So that's got apples on it. And these stakes over here are actually chestnut trees. You can see down there. Can't see very good, but them suckers are growing really good. I've got some that are about that size that I planted in the spring. These are planted like mid-summer, and thankfully we keep getting rain. So the ones I planted last spring that were about yay tall, maybe 30 inches tall, are now 10 feet tall and 5 feet wide. So these things are supposed to put off an incredible amount of nuts that the deer are supposed to just crave, and it's what they used to eat. I mean, forget what they used to say, like 20% of the forest, 30, whatever percent of the forest used to be American chestnuts, and that's what all these stakes are. So those are growing good. This is like the field of dreams. We got the pond as like a little funnel. We got the natural cornfield, and it just bottlenecks them in here. And the alfalfa is getting hammered, and we've also got some leafhopper issues out there that I've sprayed it before, but this year in particular has been terrible for leafhoppers. So if you have alfalfa and it looks kind of like this, it might be a nutritional issue, but it's probably, you'd have to get a sweep, one of them fancy sweep nets, sweep it, and you will find tons of leafhoppers, and I can even see them just jumping around. But they just land on the leaf and they suck the juices out of them. So that's why these are nice and yellow. You can see that the little spots where they sucked. So this is the field of dreams here. This is that fancy apple tree I bought that I wish I could have got the weeds knocked down below it, but it's a dwarf tree, but we got nice apples on here. Apple trees, chestnuts, those are both long-term projects, but they should pay off, I hope. So we're gonna cut you right now probably, and if I decide to show you some big bucks, I will. But that's kind of the update from the farm for, I think it's like the 10th of August. So bucks are growing. They still got a couple weeks to really fill out. But other than that, peace out.